Dolly's family is more than upper middle class. But shouldn't Dolly be worried about the very serious risks involved in that procedure? This is our girl Dolly mixed before. And this is her as she is now. To be exact, this 29-year-old who was raised in the country and who is a proud self-proclaimed bimbo and whose ultimate ambition is to look more plastic than human.
My aim is to look more plastic than human.
Is on her second boob job.
So my first surgery was 520 cc's and now I'm at...
Is this in your...
This is my breast
surgery,
right, okay,
yeah. Right.
And I'm now at 1010.
Right.
Her umpteenth lip plumping treatment.
I always find it very important to make my lips a focal point. Lip fillers, I'm still growing my lips. I really like the ultra pouty.
The fuller look.
Yeah. About 6-7 millilitres of lip filler.
And an ongoing series of Botox treatments, as well as having had a thread lift to her face.
I have also had Botox and threads, helio threads, lift and tighten.
Dolly makes her living, I believe, on Instagram and through her online shop. And she's so far spent £15,000 on her bimbo look and has no plans to stop there.
So I'm holding my 520cc silicone breast implants. So I had these out in March and I had new ones in straight after. I have about double this now in each side. Hoping to go to up to 2,000 and we'll see from there.
Right, okay.
And she has no plans to stop there either. We'll uncover the detail to this point in a bit. In case you don't know, I'm Gina and I'm from London. The human Barbie phenomenon is, as you probably know, nothing new.
When I look in the mirror, I see a perfect Barbie doll with big lips, small waist, big butt, and big boobs.
On the beginning, I was into turning myself into plain Barbie doll. I'm very happy with all the plastic surgery that I had. With my new look, I feel more happy, more confident, sexy. I don't think there will be anything that would stop me of doing plastic surgery.
We describe our look as extremely girly, luxurious Barbie dolls.
While some of these so-called human Barbies don't seem to have any explanation for wanting the Barbie look.
I want to be the best Barbie of Beverly Hills.
19-year-old Tamara from Los Angeles doesn't actually say why she wants that, but she does reveal that that has been her goal ever since she reached adolescence.
As soon as I turned 13, I already knew that I wanted plastic surgery when I'm older.
Our girl Dolly makes her motivation clear.
It is ultra feminine, it's being empowered within your sexuality, and I see it as my identity as well. It's very much part of my sexual identity.
For Dolly, where her Barbie identity is concerned, moving down to London from the country, which she did around the age of 20, was the best decision she ever made.
I moved to London about 8-9 years ago. It has been the best decision I've ever made. I felt like I could be more myself, embrace more of the bimbo lifestyle and finding a community. I can be myself now and I'm celebrated. I have great friends. There's an amazing bimbo community who are just so wonderful, inclusive, diverse.
Dolly hasn't seen her parents or her brothers for years and doesn't mind.
Nice.
Do you miss them?
I don't, not now.
Dolly's family is more than upper middle class.
29-year-old Dolly was born into a very privileged family with connections to the royals.
My family's plan for me as their only daughter was to be married and have lots of babies. So my bloodline is very important to them. It's quite old and goes quite far back into the royal family.
The plans, with their distinct gravity and non-negotiable nature that Dolly's parents had for their daughter's future, sound, arguably, like the plot of a Victorian novel. In keeping with that, arguably again, is what we learn of the nature of Dolly's upbringing.
I went to all-girls school, very kind of structured days, structured social life. Friends were kind of chosen, you know, it was all within the family friendship groups. So I wasn't really allowed to hang out or go and explore and meet other people.
Growing up then, Dolly seems to have had no voice.
My parents, especially my father, didn't agree with what I wanted to do and be. My dad didn't hold any value of the arts or of being a creative. There wasn't really any room for me to go off and explore these avenues. He made it very hard for me to do all the courses and things that I wanted to do.
Of course, in pursuing studies in art, say, Dolly might have stumbled onto a professional career, the opposite of what her father in particular had in mind for her.
He would constantly, relentlessly try and set me up with wealthy landowners' sons. I really didn't like that at all.
It seems that Dolly's brothers, for whom she did a lot of looking after during their childhood, and who obviously belonged to their sister's generation, side with their father.
When I was younger, I spent a lot of time bringing my brothers up. I wish that they had the same views on the world as me, or just accepting of me.
Dolly is obviously an embarrassment to her parents and her brothers.
There are so many words that my family have used to describe my look. I have been told I look disgusting, I am an abomination, I look like a
She's in no way embarrassed, however, by the label BIMBO, which she proudly ascribes to herself.
I would describe my looks as bimbo doll.
But what's her answer to the fact that for many, the term bimbo is an obvious insult?
When I hear people call me a bimbo as an insult, it actually makes me feel more empowered and driven to change the dictionary definition, which is so outdated.
Like the human Barbie phenomenon itself, taking extreme measures to get an uncommonly narrow waist as part of the Barbie doll look is nothing new.
Sure, absolutely. Shall I stand up
Yes,
for you?
go for it.
Yeah,
If you
there you
wouldn't
go.
mind.
I don't mind at all.
So there you go. You can see your waist is really cinched in there. That's it.
I am a nearly 20-inch waist right now.
And yours is so tiny. So
Could you step? Could you? Oh, don't really. Don't if you don't want to.
So
What is it? What size is your waist?
This is a 16-inch corset, so it would be something like 16.
And is that what you want to stay at?
I am going for the world record, but right.
But shouldn't Dolly, who plans to undergo the removal of some of her own ribs in order to achieve a super narrow waist as part of the ultimate bimbo Barbie figure, be worried about the very serious risks involved in that procedure?
that your ribs are meant to be there to sort of cover internal organs, like to protect things. And if you remove one, you are actually putting your internal organs at danger.
Sure.
But something you're willing to do.
It is something I'm willing to do. It's something that interests me, to get the really super narrow Barbie kind of hourglass waist. The floating ribs are a little bit safer to remove than any other structural integrity of the ribs.
Has Dolly thought ahead to how she'll look as a bimbo in her 60s, her 70s and beyond?
What happens when you get to, you're still very young, 50, 60, 70? Can you be a 70-year-old bimbo?
I think you can be a 70-year-old, anything you want to be. I think I'll be fabulous. I'll wear short skirts, maybe leopard print tights. I'll go for it.
Go for it. Good for you.
If you've enjoyed this video, I recommend you to watch this one next. I'll meet you there.